Okay, so literally with this episode, where to begin? This is by far the best episode of Saekano this season. This is by far one of the best episodes of Spring 2017. I don't care who you are and what you say. This episode was absolutely amazing. I couldn't even believe how good A1 Pictures did with this episode. Now, this episode presents some issues, and I think some issues that will go down in the comment section and stuff like that. You know, justifying the move by Uta and Uri. And I would say the move, once again, in and of itself was fine, but it's how they did it. And that, I can't, I can't let their, their great reasoning for doing it justify and or legitimize how they did it, if you guys understand what I'm saying here. I can't. I cannot do that, and especially Uta. I mean, Uta even tried to throw Uri under the bus and make her be the one to tell Tomiya that they weren't coming back. Uta's really, she's on the bottom of the totem pole, dude. Or, I mean, after seeing Uri, I mean, I at least put her above Uta, but just not being honest, honest with Tomiya, and Uri even stated, I betrayed him once again. And this time he's probably not going to forgive me. And the way that this episode handled this, everything that's going on here and how we got that flashback. And this is how you do flashbacks, guys. Take notes, some other studios. And yeah, but this is how you do flashbacks. I'm really interested in what's going to happen here. And I say that because it doesn't look like Uta and Uri are coming back anytime soon. It does not look like it. It absolutely, positively does not look like it. But we have two people coming in and two people going out. Izumi and Lori are no longer part of Rogue. And that's where things get absolutely interesting. They found a team that, apparently that they can join, that they would want to join. Who is that team? Are they going to do it? Is this really going to happen? And because I'm not sure if this is the last episode or not, this may be. I'll make a video if it is, because obviously I don't want people to be confused. But I think they're going to end up joining Tomiya. I think Tomiya is going to end up being the writer. We already seen him write the script a couple times now. I think Lori may be the new producer. And I think that Izumi is going to fill that art role. I'm so excited to see what happens next. I'm hoping we get one more episode. I couldn't remember if it's listed for just 11 episodes. This would be 11, or we're actually getting 12. I cannot remember. Don't know if it's a missed post either, because I think they actually did say 11. But I'm dying to know if Izumi and Lori end up joining Tomiya. Wow, what a plot twist. And that's where things get interesting too, because if Izumi does join Tomiya, and along with Lori, of course, you have the girl that Uri wanted to be better than, and even admitted for a little while she was better than her. That's gonna be interesting, because they know how Tomiya feels, and then to see Tomiya go and get a girl like Izumi, Uri's gonna feel like, wow, he really does hate me. He just went after the girl that I despised, the girl that was my rival, and that put her on his team after I left to replace me. The girl that he even said had better art than me for a while, because remember, Tomiya did state that she had better art than him, way back in like was it the very beginning of season? No, the very end of season 1, I think it was actually. Because don't forget that. Don't forget that, because, I mean, Tomiya even told Uri, yeah, you had the best art. You were number 1. You were my number 1. But, hey, you left now. But guess what? You're not my number 1 anymore. Izumi is. And, Uri could take that a lot of ways. Was he lying this whole time? That's really going to be a smack in the face to her. And to see that Uri could not improve. She said she could not move forward if she were to stay on the Dojin team and or Blessing Software. That's something else. I mean, if that's so true, I don't expect her to ever be back on his Dojin team again. I don't expect it to happen. I just don't. I mean, if that's true, Lori said otherwise. Lori said otherwise, but I don't know. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Leave down in the comments below your guys' thoughts on this matter. Everything's just going crazy right now. But when Lori actually did leave the team, and he's talking to his sister, I do gotta admit, this is the dialogue and everything it's saying. That's really well done. That was good. Great job, A1 Pictures. I mean, A1 Studio, excuse me. A1 Pictures, don't know where that came from. But more importantly, we find out that Lori's not like his sister, at all. He's a 180. He's like Tomiya. And I think that's why he has this profound respect for Tomiya, even though they're supposed to be enemies that, like Tomiya said. That's why Lori cares for Tomiya in general. It's because he likes the way he works, and that's the kind of work that he appreciates. That's what he wants to do. He even says he wants to be a little bit more laid back. He doesn't want to belittle people. He just want to, kick people or put people down in order to bring the best out of them. He wants to bring people up in order to, you know, pull the best from them instead of put them down to do it. I mean, there's two ways to do it. You can do it in a kind of low blow kind of way, or you can do it in a very, very justifiable way. So I loved it. Absolutely loved everything that freaking happened, dude. Absolutely loved it. What a great episode. What a spring anime 2017. I'll make a video on this later, but because I know some of you guys probably aren't going to see this, but best seasons of anime I've seen in the past couple, you know, like year and a half. I've done this. You know, in the past like 6 seasons of anime I've watched this or reviewed, this was the best season altogether, man. I'm telling, I don't care what anyone says. Absolutely amazing season. Absolutely amazing season of Saekano 2 at that. I mean, wow. But let's actually close this video on the last couple topics. I want to say, Uta, you know, being mad at Uri in a sense, or being mad about Uri, you know, being put above her on a totem pole, it really would hurt someone. You know, a professional being, you know, put under an amateur, that would kill. I ain't gonna lie, there's not really any more to say about that. I mean, nothing more, nothing less. I mean, that would kill. I totally understand that. But the fact of the matter is, the ending, Kato's like, it's been a while. I wonder how long it's been. I really wish they would have told us, like, how long him and Kato haven't talked after they just made up. She's like, let's go on a date. And I mean, this is a plan to try to cheer Tony up for sure. But I mean, but at the romantic tones from the other week's episode, man, it makes me wonder. It makes you, there ain't no one in the way now. This is all fair game. This is all Kato's game, and I respect it, especially if Tomiya does get with Kato. And I say that because she's the one that's always been by his side. Only whenever he betrayed her did she betray him, in the sense of leaving. So, yeah, absolutely amazing episode, man. I loved it. From the music, from the art, from the animation, from the dialogue, from the context, from the flashbacks, you know, everything. A+, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 11, a 12, a 13 out of 10. But as always, guys, you guys have been hexed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. And God, do I hate ending the video here, because I wish I could talk about this episode with you guys all freaking day long.